Hunter Adam hunted all year round. Unlike other hunters, they were assisted by hunting dogs, while Adam was followed by a pack of wolves. Even if he didn't go hunting as long, he put the wolf into the forest. The wolf would come back while the prey after a while. Adam's ancestors were all hunters, but Adam was sometimes careful and kind when he saw those hunted animals. Adam was very distressed. His father told him that hunting was to make the ecology of this forest healthier, as long as they were not overhunting the animals. It would only be better for the ecology. However, some vicious hunters would always do anything for money, which disrupted the ecological balance, and the forest food chain and many animals had nothing to eat. Adam grew up and slowly understood his words. When they went hunting, he sometimes didn't pick up the prey and put it there because there would be animals to eat. He only took a small portion of prey to make ends meet. Adam had 2 hunting dogs in the family, and they followed him when his father was out hunting. Although Adam liked Days very much, he wanted to cultivate his dogs, but unfortunately, he never had the chance. He sometimes took his father home with him, and other times went into the woods alone. He learned hunting skills from his father when he was a child. Adam learned quickly, even though he was young. His father was assured that he would go into the woods alone. Adam had an accident. When Adam was 20, he went hunting alone in the mountains one day. Since winter was approaching, he didn't have much food left at home, so he wanted to stock up on meat for the winter. It was a cold autumn morning, and Adam entered the mountain at 5 o'clock and wandered into the woods. Not only Adam had to prepare food for the winter, but also most of the animals in the forest. Adam collected a few hares and set his sights on an adult deer. He held his breath and stared intently at the deer. He slowly raised his bow, looking for the weak point in the deer that would kill it with one blow. Just then, an old wolf appeared behind Adam, and Adam didn't notice the impending danger. The arrow he shot pierced through the deer's lung piece, and the deer collapsed after struggling for a few steps. It was lying on the ground, panting and about to die. Adam laughed. He saw a hit and had just stood up when he was pushed to the ground. Adam immediately pulled a short knife, placed it along their leg, turned around and made a defensive action. A hair tied around his waist was pulled down by the old wolf behind him and then bitten in front of Adam. Adam looked around but found no other wolves, and he thought the wolf might have been abandoned by the pack and hungry for a long time. There were a lot of people hunting at that time, and the wolves out of the pack couldn't find food at all. Adam threw the hair tied around his waist to it. After eating there, the old wolf didn't accept Adam's alms. Adam walked deep into the woods. It took just a few steps, and he turned back and realized the old wolf wanted him to follow. He picked up the hairs on the ground and followed the old wolf. After walking a while, he found a wolf's den under 2 large rocks. The old wolf put the food on the ground, and then a few wolf cubs rushed out of the den and began to eat. The old wolf turned his head back to Adam, and Adam understood its intention and threw them here in front of them. The old wolf looked at Adam gracefully, and it walked over. Adam couldn't help laughing, thinking how cunning the wolf was, not only rubbing him of his food and letting him deliver it. Adam stroked the wolf's head and walked back. The deer was still lying there on the ground, and if he had gone late, it might have been eaten by the other animals. Adam hurried over. This adult deer was a bit big, and it was very difficult for Adam to drag it alone. After walking for a while, the old wolf appeared and helped Adam drag. He knew the old wolf wanted venison because he spent many years with the animals. But he wanted to keep the meat for the winter, so he wouldn't give it to the wolf. Adam drove the old wolf away and pushed the cart for a while. When he suddenly turned to find the old wolf following him, Adam felt helpless, and he cut off a piece of the leg of the deer and gave it to the wolf to stop it from following him. The old wolf picked up the deer's leg and went back to the wolf's den. When Adam went to his house, he told his father about what had happened that day. His father said that all animals have feelings, and this wolf was no exception. Looking at the deer at home, Adam didn't care what his father said and said that he would go hunting tomorrow because there was not enough food. In fact, Adam wanted to go to the mountains to catch a few hares the next day to feed old wolf and cubs, so that they could grow stronger and survive that winter. The next day, Adam deliberately went the old way, just wanting to drop by to see the old wolf and the little cubs. He carried a few hares to the wolf's den, but the wolf was not there. Adam put the hares down, and the cubs soon come out to eat. After waiting a long time, the old wolf returned with hares in its mouth. It saw Adam sitting on the rock, thinking the cubs were hurt, and growled. Then it found out that the old wolf cubs were eating the hare next to Adam, so it stopped growling, looked at Adam vigilantly, and gave the hares to the wolf cubs. Adam saw the old wolf's alert eyes and smiled. He turned around and took a few steps, and the old wolf screamed suddenly as it wanted Adam to follow it. The old wolf went deeper in the woods, then turned back and waited for Adam. Adam was curious about where it was taking him. However, his footsteps didn't stop, but followed the old wolf. The old wolf didn't have another litter of cubs. Not far away, 2 deer were grazing, and Adam realized that the old wolf was taking him to find prey. He touched the old wolf's head excitedly. After looking around for safety, Adam focused on a fawn and killed it. The other fawn was about to run away as soon as it saw them, but the old wolf didn't let it go and sprang out of the grass and grabbed the deer's throat in one bite. After wringing the loot back, Adam shared it with the old wolf, but the wolf didn't want anything. He told the old wolf that it was its prey and asked it when he didn't want these, and the old wolf ignored him and ran into the woods. Adam walked back, thinking the deer didn't want deer. He then decided to come back tomorrow and feed more hares. He was almost home when the old wolf appeared with its cubs, so Adam understood instantly that the old wolf wanted to stay at his house. Adam felt both angry and amused. The wolf howled when entering the house. Adam's father saw the wolf behind Adam and asked why the wolf was here. He said they wanted to stay at his house and helped him catch 2 deer. Adam then told the whole story. His father laughed unexpectedly and said they were destined and took in the wolves. Adam and his father made a separate space for wolf and cubs to live in. He looked at them and said they were growing and in desperate need of food. The old wolf family lived very comfortably that winter, as did the Adam family. After that winter, the old died and the cubs grew up. Days gone, months gone, and ultimately years gone, and cubs grew up, and Adam grew old. This story shows how animals can befriend humans. And if you want to listen to these more stories, don't forget to like this video and share it with others. Also, subscribe this channel and click the bell icon so you'll be notified when the next story goes live. Till then, take care and have fun.